name is Peda and I've been using the OG Galaxy Watch now for pretty much 2 years. And when I say I've been using it 2 years, I mean I've literally, not figuratively, literally worn it every day for 2 years. I can't remember the time I've left the house without it. I've not even took it off. Obviously taken it off to charge it. That's about it. So these are my thoughts on the watch after 2 years and whether I think it's worth you getting that one or getting the Galaxy Watch S3. So before we get into it, please subscribe if you're new to the channel. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up if you found it helpful. Thank you. As with most tech I buy, I went for the highest model because that's just what I do. So I went for the biggest size and I went for the 4G version. Because who knows when I might leave my phone behind. I was a little concerned when I first ordered the bigger size because my wrists are puny. I have proper slim wrists. Tiny, right? But honestly, after putting the watch on, I didn't feel uncomfortable and I didn't really wear a watch before. I'm not the kind of guy who wears a watch every day. And the last smartwatch that I owned was a Moto 360. And that's the original one, which is about 5 years old now. Since then, I wore the occasional Fitbit, but didn't really keep it longer than a few months. But this watch was comfortable to wear, it was light, and it didn't bother me wearing it day to day. It didn't feel like a hindrance, and I didn't really feel the urge to take it off or have a break from wearing it at any point. And that's on my tiny little wrist. So don't be scared of going for the bigger size. If you've got average or bigger wrists, the bigger size will fit in just fine. I remember questioning the whole military grade moniker that Samsung gave the watch when it was released. I don't really know what that means. I'm pretty sure nobody in the army is running around with a rifle and a Samsung watch. But I can tell you this has been extremely durable during the time that I've had it. So much so, I'm not a careful guy. I'm very clumsy. I wear a sensor on my arm and that's come off on multiple occasions because somehow I've caught this on a door frame. Who even walks that close to door frames anyway? So my watch was no exception. It is big, it is bulky, and it's been knocked on almost every door that I've walked through over the last 24 months. However, when I sold the watch, it was closely inspected by the person buying it, and they said, not just me as a salesman, but they said it hasn't got a mark on it. How? I do not know, because it's been dropped, it's been knocked. I've also got 2 young kids, and I'm not afraid to get stuck in at a play centre. But like the guy said, it was in perfect condition. So whatever military grade means, keep it up. Most tech that you buy, after a little while, the battery life seems to go. With the Galaxy Watch, it was actually the opposite. When I first got it, I don't know if it's because I was using it constantly and I was using it more, or because of the updates that I got, the battery life tended to get a little bit better, especially towards the end. Myself personally, I didn't have the always on display on, because when I look at the watch, it lights up, so I don't need it to light up when I'm not looking at the watch. As long as I can see the time when I look at it, that'll do me. And it is incredibly responsive when you do this. I can still see the white mark. It's been like a week since I wore the watch and you can still see on my wrist, there's like a tan line. That's ridiculous. And I tended to get, well, on the watch, it said about 3 days battery life from a full charge. However, I'd only really take it off to charge it like once a month. Once a month or every 3 weeks, I would watch a film and put the watch on the charger to get it to 100%. But most days, my charging was just like 20 minutes, 30 minutes while I'm getting ready. I will take it off, put it on charge, get in the shower, get dried, the usual stuff, hair, makeup, eyebrows on fleek. I don't wear makeup, I don't know why I said that, but I do tend to take a while to get ready. But on average, about half an hour, and that would give it enough to last an extra couple of days. So the watch has never died on me, apart from the odd occasion when I couldn't find my charger, or when my charger was unplugged and didn't realise. Yes, the battery saver mode kicked in a couple of times. In the last couple of hours of work, the battery saver mode will come on and that'll get me through to getting home where I can charge the watch, get it to 100%, and then I'm good to go for another few weeks with just the intermittent charging whilst I'm in the shower. The few times where the 4G did come in handy for me was going for a jog. I'm not an athlete, so it really is the odd occasion when I went for a jog. And I could leave my phone at home, pair my Bluetooth headphones, and go for a run with music and with fitness tracking and no phone. It's kind of freeing, but a little bit uncomfortable when you're addicted to your phone. And what I did like is I would still get notifications pushed to my watch, even though my phone's in the house. So it's not just for streaming music, using GPS, and fitness tracking. You'd also still get notifications from like Facebook, Messenger, text messages, all coming through to your watch while you're away from your phone, which is quite handy to have. I was also able to answer phone calls and keep jogging using the microphone on my Bluetooth headphones, which is pretty unique and pretty handy. On to the fitness tracking element. I like to track things. I might not be an athlete, I might not live in the gym, I'm not incredibly healthy, but I do like to track things and know where I am. I know that I've had a bad day if I've only made a couple of thousand steps. I know I've had a good day and I'll feel better once I hit my target of 12,500. And I do tend to notice that as well. I don't know if that's psychosomatic, because I do keep an eye on it and I'll look at it and go, that's awful. I feel a bit rubbish. I feel a bit lethargic. I've got a bit of a headache and I've only done 2,000 steps. Whereas when I do 12,500, I've got more energy. I know I've been active during most of the day and I feel much better for it. I like to keep an eye on things like that. And I can honestly say, the watch has never let me down. It might miss the occasional steps where if I stand up and move 3 feet away from my desk, it'll only register that I've actually moved once I get that 3 feet away. However, how do you think I got there? But overall, as long as you don't need it to be accurate down to the actual micro step of what you've done that day, I find the fitness tracking to be amazing. My one downside is you get this heart icon, which is a complete rip-off of the Apple circles, but you close the heart and you have to do 30 minutes of activity, burn a certain amount of calories, and a certain length of time of workout as well. However, it doesn't sync up and you don't get this data on the Samsung Health app, which is just bizarre, because everything else, from your heart rate to your oxygen levels, stress levels, calories, water intake, coffee intake, sleep patterns, everything else is on the Samsung Health app, but not the heart. I would like to see a calendar just like Apple have. Maybe Apple have a patent on the days tracked or something, I don't know. But it would be nice to see if I can see on the calendar what day I completed the heart target and what days I didn't. Unfortunately, once that day is gone, it's gone. I think you can get like 7 days on the watch where you can see what you've done, but other than that, it's gone, mate. Forget about it. There's something that just goes on your wrist as well. The sleep tracking is really useful and really handy. Works really, really well. To the point where if I sit on the couch and just watch TV for hours, it doesn't register down as sleep. However, if I sit on the couch and fall asleep, take a little power nap, because you know I need my beauty sleep, it will register that. Likewise, it will also register when 4-year-old kid comes into my bedroom at 4 o'clock in the morning and tells me my tummy hurts because I'm hungry. And again, I like to have that data and I like to look at it and go, hey, I feel good today. And look, I did hit my target of the sleep, and it is showing that I got better than average sleep. And I like seeing my average wake up times, because I might pride myself and go, yeah, I'm an early riser, my alarm goes off and I pop out of bed 90% of the time. That is not true. I would like that to be true, but it is not true in the slightest. So it is good for me to say, look, your average sleep time is like 6.5 hours. You go to bed at average like 2 a.m. and then you wake up again at 7:15. That's quite handy to have. And that's like an average wake up time for me. Then great. That's what I'll use as my guideline. That's obviously what my natural body rhythm is. So I'll lean into that. Overall, after 2 years, I would still recommend the Galaxy Watch to anybody. Anyone who's looking for a watch, whether it's second hand or you can still get hold of it new, this will not let you down. It might not get all the future updates. It might not have every feature that the Galaxy Watch 3's got, but it is a good watch and it will do most of the things and it will do them well. Software updates on a watch are less important than on a phone. You don't need that security update and you don't need the latest features. You needed to do a few things and you needed to do it well, which the Galaxy Watch did and still does. Regardless of what Samsung phone you have, or even if you have an iPhone and you want something that actually looks like a watch, not a miniature phone screen on your wrist, I would recommend the Galaxy Watch to anybody. Thank you for watching. I have pre-ordered the Galaxy Watch 3, so when that gets here, I will be doing an unboxing and review and first impressions, so make sure you subscribe for those. If you did like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with anybody who's in the market for a fitness type watch thing, timepiece.